Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
From the heart of New York City,
It's Today with Jenna
and Sheinelle,
We got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
featuring the best of musical guests.
Everything feels alright with Jenna and Sheinelle. We're shining today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It is Thursday, August 27th. Today is my son's 17th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Can you believe 17 years ago I went into labor?
What? You're a child.
This
How
isn't
is
about
that
me.
possible?
I apologize.
No, it is about
That's
you.
true. That is true.
It is.
I can't believe I have a 17-year-old. Kyan, he's a soccer player, but he plays 6 instruments.
Wow.
He's a musical
6
kid.
instruments?
Yeah, and so today, I was trying to segue it because we have a musical show.
Oh, yeah, got it.
There you go.
I was like, dang.
But he actually does.
He's a genius.
Yeah, he is.
What's his best instrument?
He plays the bass guitar, the piano, the drums. What else does he play? The trumpet. He plays a lot of instruments.
Wow.
He's a musical kid.
Well, then, you know what? This show is dedicated to him.
There you go, Kyan.
Dedicated to him. Because we are bringing you some of our favorite musical guests. We've got one of country music's biggest stars, Kelsea Ballerini. Plus, we'll put Anderson Paak's dance skills to the test.
Good times. We're also catching up with actor and singer Hugh Jackman, and we'll feel the beat with our friend Shania Twain.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Okay, well, here's a headline that's good for you. Dancing can keep you young. Experts agree that all kinds of dancing can help turn back time. Obviously, benefits include weight loss, but also strength, flexibility.
You like to dance?
Yeah, I like to dance.
Yeah, and I think the older we get, hopefully you lose that inhibition and you just move.
Oh,
I
I
remember
know.
my first job in the business. I was in Springfield, Illinois, and I tapped with a group of ladies. I called them the Golden Girls.
Oh, fun.
And they were all over the age of 75.
Yeah.
And it was like me. It was like a little brown girl.
Wait,
and then
you
all
did
these
this
ladies.
for the show, or you would
No,
go?
I would just go on my own because I couldn't find a dance class. And so on Monday nights, I was exhausted because I would wake up at 3:15 in the morning for the morning show that I did. And I would meet them every Monday at 7, and they made up routines, and they became like...
Or do you like tap dancing?
Oh, yeah.
What, how do I not know that about you?
Yeah.
Do you have your own pair of tap shoes?
Yeah.
I tap danced as
Did
a little.
you?
As a little.
Did you? Wait,
As a
why
little-
are we on live studio audience?
The live studio audience. Somebody said no.
No, I think it was Gavin.
was Gavin.
Like, how does somebody say, I tap dance, and the next word is no? Like those two things.
I'm like, is that an insult? You know, I tap danced. I was in 52nd Street.
Oh, that's like...
No, 52nd Street. 42nd.
I mean, it's only 10 blocks away.
Yeah, I was on 52nd Street. That's the type of tap dancing I did. Kind of mid tap dancing.
It was 42nd
But
Street
it is so.
adjacent.
Remember, it was like
I do remember.
step ball change, step ball change, step ball change, step ball change. Oh, there go my shoe. Yeah, 52nd Street.
Nothing to see here. But that was really impressive.
We should go tapping sometime.
We should.
Is that what it's called? We should go tapping.
We used to, you know
when you try to like be in on something that you're not really in on, and you're like, let's go tapping.
You know who got me into
Tapping?
Or taking classes quietly and not telling anybody?
Who?
Natalie Morales. Do you guys remember? Shout out
Yes.
to Natalie Morales. She said, Sheinelle, I was new here, didn't know anybody. And she's like, if you like to dance, you should just go over to, Broad Street dance or Broadway dance and like get in the back of the class and like.
But you were good. What? Like, you don't need to be in the back of the class.
Yeah.
Natalie and I probably needed to be in the back of the class. You're good.
No, I did. I went to, you know what it was? I signed up for an advanced hip hop. And I was like, I can do that, whatever. I got into that class and I was like, oh, Broadway folks, they're very good,
Yeah.
the dancers and all that. But no, one day we'll go take a tap class.
Yeah, let's go, but let's not do advanced.
Yeah, well,
52nd Street
okay.
dance.
All
All
right.
right, well, since we're talking about music, we thought it would be a good day to play another installment of
Songs of the Summer.
All right, so this is how it works. Our producers picked random years, and we're going to guess the song of the summer for each one. Ready?
Okay.
First one. Well, we're going way back.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
1965, baby. The Sound of Music was released that year. The Beatles played a historic concert at Shea Stadium, and the Pillsbury Doughboy was first born.
I love his products.
And I love him. He's such a jolly little fella. He is. He has a wonderful laugh. All right, so that summer was the song Wooly Bully?
Yeah.
Are we going to play it?
No. Oh,
what?
How do we even know what that is?
Wooly Bully? Okay, or was it B, I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the
Can't Get No. Got it.
Or it was like Wooly Bully.
Oh, was that one?
I've been to a baseball game. Wooly Bully. Okay, or C, 8 Days a Week by the Beatles.
How's that go?
8 days a week. Love you.
Okay.
I think it's.
Can we phone a friend, guys?
I think it's either B or C. What do you think?
I'm gonna go C.
Oh, satisfaction. No.
That's all the part. That's the only part I know.
No. Car. And I'm driving on the street. That's not the song. That's not
we
the
don't know
words.
that. I mean,
All right.
we
Okay,
weren't there.
year. Tell us the year.
Okay, 1994. Picture it. In 1994, 2 years before I graduated, 3 years before you graduated, or 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think I was a
Freshman. Hit
Was it?
shows Friends and ER debuted on NBC.
I wasn't in high school.
Where were you? Oh.
I don't think.
I was in
I
fourth
started
grade.
in 1996. This was probably
wow.
your freshman year.
It was.
Okay.
I was actually sophomore. Forrest Gump dominated at the box office.
Yes.
Oksana Nai Bayou.
Wow. Yes, good one. She won the gold medal in the ladies figure skating. Okay, go back to that year. This was the song in the summer. Was it?
Let's go.
I swear. I swear.
Yeah, we can do that
one. By the moon and the stars in the sky. Was it Kids in America? We're the kids in America.
Whoa.
Or-
Wait, you forgot one. You forgot B.
Oh, sorry.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Okay.
I think it was.
I think it's I swear. Because I was a junior in high school. I feel like.
I was going to say I'd like to move it, but
right,
let's hear it.
let's see.
Let's see. Oh, you knew it. By the moon and the stars in the sky. I wonder what's happened for All for One. I'll be there. Okay.
Wherever. Okay.
What's happened to All for One?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, how about, okay, this is a good one. 2007, we were all there.
Yes, we were.
And the first iPhone hit store shelves.
Okay, the book Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows was released.
The Boston Red Sox won the World Series.
Okay, was the song of the summer Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood?
Is that, I take my
Down on the side of four-wheel drive, drive my name into his legacy. I remember she has the bat.
Yeah. Like a Louis deal slug at
Both headlights. That sounds so fun.
That's
Okay,
so
Glamorous. Fergie. Glamorous. Oh, or this is it. Umbrella by Rihanna, Jay-Z.
Okay.
It's Umbrella.
Think it's Umbrella?
100%.
All right, let's see.
Ella, umbrella.
There it goes.
Ella, under my umbrella.
Yeah.
Ella.
That was good.
That was so good.
Woo. Put us on a game show. We're ready.
Okay, we did it. Y'all, we have got a great show for you today. 9-time Grammy-winning singer, producer, and rapper Anderson Paak will join us.
Plus star of the stage and screen, Hugh Jackman.
But first, country music superstar Kelsea Ballerini on her new music and her big move to New York City. After this.
We're shining.
Kelsea Ballerini is one of country music's biggest superstars who has built a reputation for turning her personal experiences into powerful, relatable songs.
Well, now she's stepping into a new chapter, and she stopped by recently to talk about her music, her move to New York City, and her hopes for the future, including motherhood. Take a look. You've always talked about, you've dreamed of living here. How's it going?
It's so good.
Do you love it?
I'm in love with it here.
Oh, wow.
I've been
Like,
here,
are you staying here forever?
like
For now, for the
It's
chapter.
for now. It's through the summer for
Yes.
now. I want to make my next record up here. But like down the road, I don't know. I really am loving it. It's just such an alive place. It's
Yeah.
so creative. The sun's coming out. People are like eating on patios.
I know.
true. No,
we,
this is so
love,
romantic.
we love New York. We
Yeah.
really do. And you and I have something in common. Our favorite bar, Flaming Saddles.
I was like, what's Flaming Saddles? What's it all about?
We're taking you.
Yes.
It's part of my personality.
It's
What-
part
what
of
is-
my
what is
personality.
it? Like-
this is
Oh.
that's the Heather McMahon and I doing.
I can't think of a more iconic crew for this.
Wait, what? How have I not seen this
I
video?
don't know, but she eventually. Oh, there she goes. She did
Oh,
the split.
my
And what
gosh.
you miss is she almost fell off backwards off the bar. Have you danced on the bar yet?
Of course I've danced on the
Okay,
bar.
good. Okay, great.
Of course I have.
And you bring your pals there all the time?
I do. I bring my pals. I brought that's my sweet mom. She's probably going to kill me for that. But then, you know, the guys came out and danced with me whenever I headlined MSG. There they are. And so they line
Those are the guys from the bar?
Yes.
are.
They
Oh, that's
dance on
funny.
the bar every 30 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
You're also making some new pals in New York City, including my pal, Leslie Bibb.
What a gem and joy of a human
Do
being.
you not love her?
Oh my gosh, talk about so full of life
I
and
know.
bubbly. I saw her during Fashion Week and I was like, I just rented a place. And she's like, I have girls' nights all the time. You're coming
Yes.
over. And I didn't know anyone. And I was like, okay, what do you bring to a girls' night where you don't know
Yeah.
anyone? So I brought a bottle of wine, obviously, and then Incoherent. You know the game Incoherent?
No, we have not played Incoherent.
That's like become the thing.
Have you played
No,
Incoherent?
but I've seen other people play it.
It's giggles.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
It is
So, you know, it makes sense now because you've talked about how you're single, you're getting to re-know yourself. I can see it happening. How is it? What does it feel like for you to be in this season?
Oh, I mean, I'm loving this chapter of life just because I really feel like I'm being really intentional about connecting to myself and also being off the road right now. This is my first
you have
time not
space.
touring in a while.
Yeah.
And being somewhere new and making new friends. I just haven't had the time to invest in myself like that for a while. So.
I read somewhere that you said you want to stop the people pleasing. I think that is very relatable for a lot of women who sort of fall into a pattern.
Absolutely. It's funny. I just did a 3-day intensive in Dallas, like 9 hours of therapy every day.
Wow.
So we worked.
We need that
Oh,
number.
girl, I'll give you my girl.
And
She's
what
amazing.
happens when you walk away after 3 days? Like, what changes?
You know, I think it's just, again, a better understanding of yourself and why I am a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I'm learning that about myself. And I
Yes.
think in this chapter of my life, again, I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't want to give anyone else the power to tell me how I should feel about myself or my choices or the life that I choose to lead.
Yes.
You
well,
put out
that's awesome.
a song a few months ago, I Sit in Parks.
yeah.
And you're so honest about the fact that you're thinking about mothering, you don't want to miss the window, if you will. Let's listen and then we'll chat. a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit. Okay.
Did I miss it? By now, is it a lucid dream? Is it my fault for chasing things a body clock doesn't wait for? I did the damn tour. It's what I wanted, what I got. I spun around and then I stopped and wondered if I missed the morning.
Oh, can I just say something, girl to girl, woman to woman? You did not miss your window. Are you?
I know that.
No, but you know what? I think it's so beautiful that you put that out there because how many women, you're reflecting what, like Jenna just said, like what people are feeling.
Yes.
But you didn't.
Oh, thank you. I know that. I think one thing that's really cool being in my 30s now is having different kinds of conversations with my friends and girlhood. Obviously, I think talking about like work-life balance
Yes.
and wanting, a family and kind of trying to figure out how you get there and all those things. And also, I'm here with SoFi today.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that me and my friends have started talking about is our finances.
Yeah.
Which, again, can also kind of be like one of those things that you're like, am I allowed
Yes.
to talk about this as a woman?
Good for
Yeah,
you.
well, and we should learn how to talk about it.
Correct.
She's the best. Okay, coming up next, the multi-talented Anderson Paak talks about writing, directing, and starring in a movie that's very close to his heart. Right after this.
Anderson Paak is a Grammy-winning artist known for his talents as a singer, rapper, producer, and drummer. Recently, he stopped by to talk about his latest project, writing, directing, and starring in his movie, K-Pops.
It is a story about a washed-up musician who heads to Seoul and discovers that a contestant on a K-pop competition show is his long-lost son. Take a look.
Now, follow me. See these? These are the Avengers of music.
Sick.
And if K-pop is about boy bands and girl bands, well, hell, this gotta be one of the greatest boy bands ever, the Jackson 5. Yep. To put in your little K-pop terms, Michael Jackson would be the center, the face of the group, the ace of all aces.
In that case, that makes BTS today's Jackson 5.
That's right. The Jacksons walked in order for BTS to dance. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And in order to know where you're going, you gotta know where you've been. You dig?
You dig? We dig.
We're like talking back to you.
We
Talking back to your character.
Amen.
Yeah.
Anderson, we are so happy you're here.
you for having me.
You have this incredible career. You've done so much. Now you're starred in this film. What does it feel like to have this into the world?
It's amazing for it to finally be out. It's been like half a decade. And movies take long. And like I'm coming from the music world, and I directed it and co-wrote and starred in it with my son. And the process was, you know, I got my butt kicked, but I learned so much, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I love it. So is the movie inspired by your family, or talk to us a little bit about where you got the idea?
You know, I like to say it was inspired by a real family. You know, I pulled a lot from the well of my life and the different things that I've you know, experienced. A lot of things where I'm like showcasing my Black culture and my Korean culture, and you know, it was inspired by my son and his love for K-pop at the time, and wanting to be a YouTuber, and I didn't know about either of them, and I was learning about both of them through him, and it just made me think about different things that I came up with when I was, you know, making home videos with my sisters coming up, and then when he was showing me K-pop, I was like, okay, this reminds me of like groups I grew up with, like New Edition,
Totally.
and different.
I had never, until I saw that, I had never even thought of the connection, to be honest.
Yeah, it made me think of like how like Barry Gordy would put groups together in Motown, and you know, in that scene, I'm kind of like letting them know that there's nothing really new under the sun when it comes to this music thing.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people pull from Black culture and different things, and they have their interpretation of it. And this is like the latest of it. And you know, during that time, I realized, wow, I'm actually being a parent now, because like everything he's into, I'm always like, well, you know, son, I know you know about K-pop. What you know about Tupac? BTS. What you know about BET?
Yeah, exactly. Silly.
So,
But what I love about it is that it is sort of art imitating life, because that is your real son.
It is.
And his name is Soul.
Yeah.
What was it like to just spend time with him like that? You know, time working, but also just that time.
It was great. You know, my mom was like, you know, it's one thing for you to have kids and they love you, but it's different to have a bond with them. So we got to really like have a bond, and being with him on set, being up at the crack of dawn, seeing him, you know, take his role so seriously, and being around other actors and kids. It was awesome, but it was really dope, because like he's a teen now, and you know, he doesn't really think I'm that cool anymore, and he hardly wants to be around me. And being around him contractually, him having to be with me and hang with me, that was awesome, because I don't know when I'm gonna get that again.
Right, I love that. What were you like as a kid when you were his age? Were you into entertainment by then, and dance and singing, or what were you like?
Very much so. Yeah, I was very much into you know, music. I was playing drums. I'd been playing drums like in church around that time, and yeah, I was.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that picture. Wait, can I see that picture
baby
again?
picture, baby.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah,
That's
see the
you?
glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
You know what? It's good to have a glow up. You don't want to peak too soon. That's what
right.
I say.
Personality first. You got no choice.
You have a lot of different personas. We were hoping you wore your wig.
Oh,
No,
yes.
y'all,
You left your wig? What?
yeah,
It didn't fit in the suitcase?
You know, that wig has been going crazy lately.
Can I tell you something? True confessions.
We didn't know.
I thought that was your hair.
Yeah,
I saw you in Vegas.
I am Malaysian, yeah.
And I was like, and it
Right.
was silky, smooth, and
Yeah.
like, and the whole time I'm like, man, what product
Yeah,
put
yeah,
in that
exactly.
hair?
Yeah.
And the way you shake it.
That's right.
Does
yeah,
it like
stiff wear. Yeah.
So you have sort of different personas when you put on that wig.
Yeah.
How is that character? That's DJ
That's
Pee-wee.
DJ Pee-wee.
How is DJ Pee-wee different than Anderson?
DJ Pee-wee's rate is different, you know. Like,
Oh, he's more expensive?
He could be more expensive, especially now he's opening for Bruno.
Yeah.
It was
Open
hard to
for
get him
y'all
on the
are
phone even to come here and stuff. So
Oh,
he's just
that's
got different attitude when it comes about things. But yeah, he's going to be opening up for Bruno on that big tour. So
I love it.
You know, to get him and that bob out, you know, especially he didn't know how the weather was going to be in New York and everything too. Kind of.
You know, that's the kind of hair where I thought it could rain, snow, it could do whatever, and it just still stays silky.
Yeah.
It stays silky.
So are you excited about the tour?
I'm very excited. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. You know, people keep asking for tickets. I can't do nothing for you.
What are you talking about? What do you mean you
Can't
can't
do
help
nothing
me?
for
Because
you.
we want to
I know, on that note.
Can we
I really wish you.
Why?
You know,
Sorry?
You all can come. I don't know if you can get in, but it's gonna be. Tickets is super sold out.
We had so much fun with Anderson. We couldn't let him leave without putting his dance skills to the test.
Yeah, and since we have our very own dancing queen right here, Sheinelle and Anderson went toe-to-toe in a battle of the boogie. This is what's going to happen.
Okay.
I got a stack of classic dance moves, okay? I'm going to reveal them one by one. Anderson and Sheinelle will give us their best version of each dance.
This is not fair.
I am the judge. And one of you will take home the gold. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's pump up the jam.
Okay. Somebody hold on to my black
Okay, you ready?
Just a second.
You ready? Let's go. We're listening to Come Down by Anderson Paak.
I can't.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Hey! What?
Okay, guys. Wow.
I can turn with it.
Wow. Oh,
I can
whoa,
turn
what's
with
happening?
it. What?
Okay. Guys. Vogue. Oh, what is happening with the legs, Anderson?
My knees won't let me do that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So far. All right. Ready?
Ooh, I'm out of breath.
Oh. Single ladies.
Don't be looking at my shots.
Oh, no.
Do. Ow.
Uh-oh.
Hey, somebody got me on.
Oh, yeah.
Since you were one of those.
Okay. The Humpty.
Oh, hey. Hey. This is my generation. Hey.
Young for this one. I don't know.
Okay. Actually, you still got it in the hips. Okay, pop and lock it.
no.
Pop and lock it.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh, Sheinelle. Uh-oh. No, that's both really good. Oh. There's a flexibility thing going down. Okay. The Roger Rabbit. This is a classic.
Oh, I gotta back it up.
Back it up.
Are we on a delay?
Now we can put it out. Uh-oh, what? You lost your mic?
What?
Okay, finally. Freestyle it. Let's go.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Woo, can we do the walk?
Okay, let's go.
I'm out of breath. If I don't get to go to the concert, no one gets to go to the concert. Yo, that was a workout.
Y'all both killed it.
Thank you.
Y'all
It's a
both
tie.
killed it. Yeah, you know what?
I kind of feel like it was a tie.
It's a tie. All right, y'all are
was fun. That
legends
was
on the
fun.
dance floor. And you can catch Anderson's movie, K-Pops. It's streaming now on Netflix.
All right, up next, a celebrated star of Hollywood and Broadway, the one and only Hugh Jackman, right after this.
Hugh Jackman is one of Hollywood's most versatile stars. He can sing, he can act, he can dance, and he has a career spanning more than 3 decades.
He stopped by to tell us about his movie, The Sheep Detectives. Hugh plays a shepherd who prides himself on finding the perfect name for each of his sheep. Take a look.
In your last letter, you asked me if any of my sheep were special. Well, they're all special. That's why I gave each one a name. For instance, there are these rowdy twin rams I've named Ronnie and Reggie, and a very proud and dignified Sir Richfield. Cloud, the fluffiest, bit of a diva, that one. Zora, the most curious. Mopple, the most patient. And Wool Eyes, well, because I haven't thought of a better name.
So creative.
Right?
Yes.
So
it's
different, so original.
You read the script, you were 25 pages in, you immediately said yes. Is it true that there might have been a couple tears early on?
Fully. I mean, let me take you back before that. Eric Fellner, my friend who runs Working Title, we did Les Mis together, he goes, I'm sending you something. It sounds crazy. Just read it. It's Babe meets Knives Out.
Which is the craziest combo.
And I'm like, all right. And he goes, and it's written by Craig Mazin. I'm like Chernobyl, The Last of Us.
Wow.
And he goes, and The Hangover. I went, oh yeah, The Hangover. And
God,
Craig's one of the best.
Variety.
Actually, if anyone can pull off a crazy idea, it's Craig Mazin. And you just know. It's one of those things, like, you know when you go to a hairdresser, the moment they touch your head, you're like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
You lean
I mean,
into their
page
craft.
2,
They know what they're doing.
Yes.
I was just like, this is great. By page 25, I rang my agent and said, I haven't finished it, and I'm totally in.
Well, visually, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine, so are you working closely with sheep and puppets? Like, what was that like?
Puppets.
Puppets,
All
not
puppets.
real sheep.
The sheep, I just saw promos, but then the actual.
They brought in some lambs, and they brought in some things during rehearsal.
But other than that,
That's the puppet right there. Wow.
I have to tell
that's
you,
not the puppet.
That's not the puppet?
No, that was
That's a
just a
stuffed
little thing.
animal.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by all of it visually. I don't know what's
well,
what. to
We're
be
shooting
honest.
just outside London in Oxfordshire. That's all real. Everything is perfect.
So that
and then
part's real.
There were puppeteers, like the ones who did Warhorse on stage.
Yes.
They had their hands inside these sheep puppets. So it was a sheep up to here, and it was like I was with a sheep that was talking.
That's
and,
pretty cool.
And all the emotion. It made it easy for me.
But then, what was the shift like when you actually saw it? Because, yes, that probably made it easy, but you knew they weren't real sheep there. And then this looks so
Beautiful.
real, and it's
I have
so
learned
emotional.
my lesson. It is emotional.
Like,
isn't
it reminds me of Charlotte's Web, the
Yeah.
book,
Right.
and the poetry.
Totally. Or Babe. You know,
Yeah.
at the end of that movie, I cry every time.
Yeah.
Done good, sheep. A pig, sheep. But I've learned my lesson to not watch these movies until they're finished. Because I would sometimes see cuts and I'd be like, oh, hang on a sec. But it took about a year to finish. But what those animators did with the sheep was just incredible. And when I saw it, I cried again. I laughed. I thought it was fun. It's a murder mystery. It's like there's something for everybody.
So good.
I'm looking at you. You've had such fun projects. I was talking to you about it before the show. I saw you at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
On the red carpet. You guys were splendid.
Thank
so
you.
the theme was costume is art,
Yep.
right? Do you lean into the theme or do you go, we have some pictures of you over the years. You just go tried and true? Like, what's your thought? when
Well,
you-
let's
There's
see
a
the
little
pictures
nod.
over
Let's
the
take
years.
some pictures over
Over
the
the
years.
years,
It's fair to
okay.
say you have a look.
Wait.
It's fair to say you have a
Pretty
look.
standard. Let's go to 2026.
exactly.
There's a brooch.
There's a brooch.
Oh, is that the art
Stepping
part?
it up.
Hey.
Come
I mean,
on.
2022, you had a white tie. You've varied a little.
You're hilarious.
Little.
Is it just like
That's a
steady wins the
little-
race? Like, what's your thought? You just want to just...
Just go classic.
Classic.
There's just a lot going on out there, and I'm just you guys just,
just
say,
gotta-
I want to be there to watch.
Yeah.
I'm watching,
Has anybody
and it's-
tried to bring you an outfit that's kind of a little bit more
stripes?
out there?
Here's the truth: the very first red carpet I ever went on,
Yes.
ever in Australia.
When was that? Oh.
1996, 7.
Yeah. Okay.
I was told, wear this. There's this hot designer, and look at these photos. It's the coolest thing in Europe. And it was a suit where the pants came to here,
Oh,
and
so-
then there was boots.
Wow.
And I walked out, and all my mates from high school are there. And I walked out, and I saw all the cameras do this. And every photo the next day, and my friends who were there, like,
Couldn't believe it.
I know I can't say what they said to me, but they were like, "What are you doing? You have lost your mind." I said, "No, it's the coolest thing." It is not. You look like an idiot. Stop immediately. And from that moment, I was like, "Go classic.
Yeah, dress like yourself.
Just be yourself.
dress
It's
like
okay."
yourself.
That's hilarious. I mean, Hugh Jackman never disappoints. You can catch The Sheep Detectives, now streaming on Prime Video.
And coming up next, the incredible Shania Twain marks a major music milestone. Right after this.
We are big Shania Twain fans around here, so we were thrilled when she stopped by to celebrate the 30th anniversary of her iconic Come On Over album.
30 years, it's incredible. She talked about her new music and what is next in her career. Take a look. How is it possible that Come On Over is turning 30 years old?
What's happening?
How is that possible? It is such an iconic album. Did you know while you were making that music that it would be?
Definitely not. I would never have imagined 30 years ago anything that has happened in my life that is happening now. So, yeah, 30 years is a long time
It's
to
so
try
good.
to project yourself. and guess what,
Yeah. You know what
where
it is?
things are
Every
gonna
single
be.
song. I remember when I was in college, we lived in a sorority house, and they'd be like, Chanel. It was on repeat. The whole album. Every day, all day. We just all connected to it. You know what I appreciate about you is that you're so open about, your journey. You've talked about your childhood before, that it wasn't always easy. You didn't have a lot of money. You started singing. I think you were like 8 years old in bars. What would you say to that girl, that 8-year-old girl, to the woman who you are now, best-selling female country singer of all time?
I will say about the new music that it's very much about reflecting back on my child self, and with a lot of joy. It's as if for so many years I've opened up about some of the difficulties, the challenges. I want my fans to also relate to the things that I talk about when it comes to heartbreak or disappointment. But so I kind of feel like I've gone through all of my sorting out of all of those things.
The processing of that.
Yes, and I'm just looking back now at my childhood with joy. I'm seeing just the good things now from now on.
I love that.
So it's I'm proud of my child self when I look back at myself.
Yeah, you should be. Well, you posted, since you brought up new music, we have to talk about it. You are working on your 7th album, and you posted this. I want to read it because I love it. I know that this world isn't systematically built to nurture a woman of my age releasing music, but I feel more in tune with myself than ever. You just turned 60. You look incredible. What is this stage of life like, and how is this music different than anything you put out?
Well, you realize just how much you haven't changed at all from your own real self. That you know, I guess I've learned more that through all of the journey that I never did abandon my child self, myself, the child with this giant imagination who was dreaming about music and writing lyrics, and it's still what I'm doing today. It's never left me. So it's a great, when you're little, you don't know anything about commitment or career or obligations of career and expectations. You just know what you love, and you latch on to that passion and let your imagination run wild. So it's been a journey of work. I would say the journey, the bridge between that child and who I am now has been a lot of work. But in the end, it's just somebody who's crazy about music and loves it and will never give it up.
Absolutely.
Well, one of the things we're so excited about is you are performing with Harry Styles, and he said you are his biggest music inspiration and fashion inspiration, which, I mean, he can dress.
Cool.
Are you excited about that?
I did good, right?
Yeah,
You did. You were beyond. I never thought about it, but when I heard him say that, I thought about his boas and his
look
style.
at y'all.
Look at that.
Did y'all match?
Look at that.
Did y'all call each other and say, let's both wear sequins?
This is the weirdest thing. So we did call each other.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, how it was going to go, and he was telling me a little bit about his set. And that we would sing, he's like, do you mind if we do a couple of songs together as a duet? And I'm saying, yeah, that's all great, but I'm like, what are you wearing? Because it would be great if we somehow were in the same, even if we weren't matchy-matchy. But in the end, it turned out that we were so matchy-matchy, it sounded like we had completely
That's funny.
only spoke about the wardrobe, but we just,
God, that was so fun.
So
He's
awesome.
so talented.
Such a talented guy. He's beautiful, beautiful singer. He's a real stylist. You really know when it's him singing. He doesn't blend, even though he's a master vocal blender, growing up singing in a group. But he's his own voice.
Well, that sounds a little bit like you.
I was just about to say, as are you.
Sounds
What a great
little bit
combo.
like you. Okay, we love Shania.
So much fun.
She's your go-to karaoke.
I love her, honey. I'm home.
Right? It's a great one. We couldn't let her leave just yet.
Yeah, so she stuck around to play our game When the Beat Stops. You don't want to miss it.
Okay, when we have a music superstar like Shania Twain in the studio, we cannot resist celebrating her incredible catalog of hits.
So we had a little fun with the 5-time Grammy winner in the game of When the Beat Stops.
We're gonna play one of your most famous songs, then the beat will stop, and whoever's turn it is will have to finish the lyrics.
Woo, no pressure.
Okay?
Okay.
Shania, you're up first.
Okay.
This song is recognized as one of the most popular wedding songs of all time.
Okay.
You ready?
You got this.
Okay. Let's go.
From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this.
There is nothing I wouldn't give from this moment on.
Let's go! Okay, this one is for Sheinelle.
Okay.
This next pick is a classic female empowerment song.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, 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 give me action.
feel like a woman.
Yes. By the way, I wanted to say, damn. I feel like a woman, which I think is allowed. But
All right, Jenna, this one is your turn.
Okay.
All right, this song gives a shout out to one of Hollywood's finest, Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Okay.
So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're all right, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night.
It don't impress me much.
Hey!
I want that cat suit. I want that cat suit.
Oh, yeah.
Where does that cat suit live?
It lives with me.
Back to Shania.
You're the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, you
so
once
bad with
said
my own lyrics.
you
You
once
realize
said this
that,
was your favorite. I don't know if
Okay.
that's the truth. It means so much to so many people, but okay, here we go.
You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of.
Still the one I kiss.
Good night.
Woo! That's so good.
So good.
That was so much fun.
We'll be right back after this.
All right, that's all we got today. We hope you enjoyed today's musical guest.
Tomorrow, a full hour of fashion and beauty.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. 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 You guys, thanks for watching.
I know. Come join us for all the fun every weekday on NBC.
Yeah, and don't forget to take us along when you're on the go.
Follow the Today with Jenna and Sheinelle podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.